Dear students, today we are going to learn about goals or aims of psychology. Psychologists differ with respect to the goals they emphasize. The following are the goals or aims of psychology. One is describing, means understanding behavior and mental processes based on careful systematic observation. This goal of psychology focuses on what is. Second one is explaining why these behaviors and mental processes occurred. This goal of psychology focuses on how and why of behavior. Third one is predicting future events on the basis of past events. And last one is changing behaviors and mental processes so that they are more appropriate. Offering explanations for behavior or explaining how and why behaviors occur is just one of the goals of psychology. Psychologists also seek to describe and predict people's behavior. The following are detailed descriptions of the goals of modern psychology. One is description or understanding the human behavior. Understanding human behavior must begin with careful descriptions or understanding of how people think, feel, and act in specific situations. Psychologists collect descriptive data as objectively systematic and organized as they can. Ideally, they try to observe the behavior of interest firsthand, recording it precisely, carefully in written notes or on tapes or video cassettes. Of course, in most incidents of sudden explosive violence, no curious psychologist are there to watch and record what happens. But researchers can carefully reconstruct such incidents through the testimonies or reports of participants and eyewitnesses. The information gathered through scientific research helps us describe psychological phenomena more accurately and completely. For example, information gathered in a survey on the frequency of sexual behavior among college students without the protection of a condom would tell us whether they are at a high risk for the spread of sexually transmitted diseases as such as AIDS. We understand behavior and mental processes when we can explain them because there is still much more to learn. Our current explanations are always tentative. In other words, our explanations are theories, not truths. Theories are tentative explanations of facts and relationships in sciences. It is essential to understand this basic fact about science. The knowledge that is offered to us is always tentative. As the science of psychology progresses through research, theories are always subject to revision. Second one is explanation about human mentality or human behavior. Describing human behavior is not enough. However, psychologists also want to why it happens. What is that is they want to explain it. Without insights looking within into why people think and act the way they do, psychologists would have purely descriptive information and no meaningful understanding of it. Theories in themselves are not enough either. Evidence is needed to support or to disconfirm those. Otherwise, we would not be engaged in a science. Psychologists conduct studies and experiments for this purpose. Third one is prediction. A study designed to test a theory usually involves making a prediction that people will behave in a certain set of circumstances. If the prediction is upheld, the theory is supported. If not, it is rejected or unsupported. Thus, the ability to make prediction to say in advance how someone is likely to act lies at the heart of doing certain kinds of psychological research. When psychologists have a broad understanding of a particular behavior, they can make many accurate predictions about it. For example, psychologists with a broad understanding of human violence should be able to predict with a fair degree of accuracy that is most likely to be involved in such behavior, that is violent behavior, their age, gender, social class, personal histories, and so forth. The what immediate circumstances tend to trigger it, and what if any factor can restrain it. Of course, no such predictions prove accurate all the time. Human behavior is highly complex and unanticipated factors can always influence it. But if a psychologist cannot predict a behavior on some occasion, at least they are not very far along in understanding it. In general, research psychologist focuses on first three goals. What that is describing, explaining, and predicting human behavior. In contrast, applied psychologists like clinical psychologist, educational psychologist, vocational psychologist, industrial and organizational psychologist, etc., have attained training in these three areas, but they are more concerned with changing both actions and thoughts so that they are more appropriate. The most important of application of psychology is clinical psychology. Clinical psychology is the discipline broadly concerned with the study, assessment, treatment, and prevention of abnormal behavior. Clinical psychologists are trained to apply psychotherapeutic techniques and procedures to diagnose psychological disorders and to do research on the causes of these disorders. Psychology has been applied in numerous other areas also. Educational psychologists make use of knowledge about human nature and about the processes involved in learning to help children who are experiencing learning difficulties. Occupational psychologist focuses on stress at work. Occupational psychologists are increasingly successful at devising programs of stress management which allows workers or employees to function more effectively and with less stress. Not let use clarify these different goals with example of psychologist who studies children's aggression. Some psychologists describe children's aggressive behavior in classrooms. Others explain why children are more aggressive after watching violent movie. Still, others might try to predict how aggressive each child will be in the first grade based on her or his aggressiveness as a kindergarten. Finally, applied psychologists would attempt to change the children's behavior, reducing their level of aggression. In summary, a single psychology topic can be explored or studied from a wide diversity or variety of perspectives or viewpoints. Fourth one is influence. Finally, psychologists hope to go beyond description, understanding, and prediction to influence behavior in beneficial ways. What can we do to help a teenage boy or girl climb out of a period of major stress? How can we help parents raise their rambunctious children better? What is the best way to help children or college students select a career? We can intentionally influence behavior that psychology completely fulfills its promise. The goals of psychology are to describe, understand, explain, predict, and influence or change or control behavior and mental processes. Using the methods of science, we gather or collect information through systematic observation, planned, scientific, and controlled, that enable us to accurately describe psychological facts and relationships. When adequate descriptive information has been acquired, reasonably accurate predictions can be made and explanations proposed to help us understand these facts and relationships. Finally, when enough understanding and ability to predict have been acquired, we can sometimes intentionally influence people in ways that improve and enrich their lives. Psychology is also a means of promoting human welfare, a body of information that can be applied to solve a variety of human problems, probing the brain to discover which particular areas are involved in remembering information in is an example of basic research. In contrast, researchers who use their knowledge of brain's mechanism of memory to help elevate memory impairments are engaged in applied psychology or science. Psychologists are involved in promoting human welfare in more direct ways too. They work as counselors and clinical experts in many settings: schools, hospitals, business, community health centers, and private practices. The main two professional organizations for American psychologists or American Psychological Association APA and the American Psychological Society APS. The aims of both are to advance the basic science of psychology and to promote the use of research findings to benefit society. The application of knowledge to practical problems is an art. It is a skill. It is a skill or clock, the ability to do something skillfully, which is acquired by study, practice, and special experiences. The psychotherapist talking to a worried client, the educational psychologist advising a school board on a new curriculum, The clinical psychologist supervising group therapy in a mental hospital, and the social psychologist trying to lessen tensions between management and workers in a large industry are all practicing the art of psychology. Just as a physician or an engineer develops skills in using scientific knowledge to solve practical problems, these psychologists have learned through special training the uh, artistry or knack of applying psychology. Of course, the ability to apply psychological principles and knowledge is a hard won skill, and special kinds of training and a huge amount of experiences are needed for this purpose.